smile upon my face, 'cause there's excitement in the chase, this I know. Yeah, I'm going for the ride, and by myself I am alive, and I soar. Still I run towards the wind, and let the challenge draw me in, 'cause I want more. Oh, we are all looking for adventure. 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 Oh, wake up heart and wake up mind, and see the world is yours to find. And oh, with every passing day there's more, calling you out to explore. Get up and go. There is joy found in the race, and I feel it in the place where I'm free. And I simply can't deny it, that I feel adventure calling out to me. Yeah, we are all looking for adventure. 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 We are all looking for And I'm living free, living free, living free, and I was meant to be. Living free, living free, living free, and I was meant to be. I'm living free, living free, living free, and I was meant to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Polk County Public Schools, welcome to today's commencement ceremony. Graduation is an important milestone, and we are proud that you have joined us to celebrate the momentous accomplishments of our students. Now, please stand in honor of the graduating class of 2021.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Emmeline Clemens, principal for Bartow High School. Along with Mrs. Mandy Craven, head of school for International Baccalaureate at Bartow High, and Dr. Cynthia Downing, commandant at Summerlin Academy, I would like to welcome you to our commencement ceremony. It is our pleasure to present the Bartow High, IB at Bartow High, and Summerlin Academy class of 2021. Please honor all of our graduates by being respectful during speeches and the awarding of diplomas. This is a very special day, and we want everyone to enjoy the event. Please continue standing while Senior Class President Nathan Register leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, Dr. Clemens. All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. May you please bow your heads. Your Heavenly Father, thank you for being with us over these last 4 years. Not only those 4 years, but this last one as we've endured the COVID pandemic. It has been a year unlike any other, and we thank you for guiding us, and we hope you guide us in the future. Thank you and amen. Congratulations, seniors.
Thank you, Nathan. We would like to introduce our distinguished guest in attendance with us this afternoon, Superintendent Ms. Jacqueline Bird, Polk County School Board Member, District 3, the Honorable Sarah Fortney, Bartow High School and Summerlin Academy Assistant Principals, Ms. Angie Austin, Ms. Carrie Brown, Mr. Lance Lawson, and Mr. Todd Simmers. We would also like to recognize the faculty of Bartow High School, International Baccalaureate at Bartow High School, and Summerlin Academy, who are celebrating with us in person today as well as virtually.
Please take your seats. I have the pleasure of introducing our valedictorians and salutatorians. Our first address is from Bartow High School salutatorian Cameron Cribbs with a GPA of 4.363.
Warning, the following speech was written by a very illiterate young woman with naturally brown hair and a very high level of anxiety. If you have taken any English language arts courses at Bartow High School, Summerlin, IB, or have taken any of the following medications, I highly do not recommend you listen to this speech. Hi, as many of you may not know, I'm Cameron Cribbs, and I will say more in this speech than I have ever spoken out loud in my classes. This is because I have to. This isn't going to be long, not only because I'm only allowed 2 minutes, but simply because I struggle to even enter a family conversation at home. But let's get to it. Graduation, our future. As our metabolisms begin to slow and we start seeing the features of our parents that we never wish to get in the mirror, we will remember high school, especially our class of 2021. As I begin to look back on my high school experiences, one that I will never forget is leaving on March 13th and thinking spring break would only be 1 week. But I'm grateful for coming back and not being able to see the overgrown facial hair on the guys' faces or the covered chub on the girls because of quarantine and losing our minds. We have made it through missing weeks upon weeks of school each year due to weather conditions and a global pandemic. After all of those times our parents yelled at us growing up about technology, They were probably so relieved when we had to finish 9 weeks of school online that we knew how to use technology, or at least something on the internet did. School has been equally traumatizing as it has been educating. With that being said, I want to congratulate you all on getting through high school. It's finally over. My 2 minutes are coming to an end, and I would like to conclude my speech by saying, well, I shouldn't say that. So 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Next, please welcome Orion the Duke, the IB Bartow Salutatorian with a GPA of 4.789.
Good afternoon, Yellow Jackets. First and foremost, I want to start with a few expressions of gratitude. I'd like to thank the amazing teachers who taught me not only academics, but also invaluable life lessons. I'd like to thank the administration and school board for seeing the best in the students. And most importantly, I'd like to thank my parents and my friends for always supporting me through the emotional maelstrom we call high school. I've made many memories at Bartow High that I'll cherish for a lifetime. But I want to remind everyone that both the good and bad memories have lessons that only we ourselves can recognize and internalize. When you look back on your memories, no matter how joyful or painful they are, remember what you learned and strive to do the best you can with these lessons. Remember memories just for the emotions they invoke, and you'll stagnate. But remember memories for the wisdom you gained, and you'll grow and prosper to wherever you want to reach. And remember that pursuing your ambitions and goals will require tears, sweat, and blood. Regardless, be true to yourself and work for what you believe in. I hope each and every one of you finds happiness in what they do and remembers to live life to its fullest all the while. Working hard and enjoying life seem at odds with one another. But hey, you've done incredible things in the past, like graduating in a full-out pandemic. So remember how resilient you are. You're more than capable of doing what you set your mind to. Look back now at the moments you thought you couldn't get past, the mountains you thought were too high to climb. You climbed them though, and you're here now. Don't let anyone take that away from you. People will criticize you, yes, sometimes unfairly, sometimes fairly. Sometimes you'll be tempted to take the easy path, the one with fewer failures. But take the more difficult one, the one rife with failures and criticisms. Embrace your failures and shortcomings, because I promise that you'll learn a great amount from this journey and be immensely happier and wiser at the end. Keep doing your best and always strive to be better. Never be afraid to learn new things. Never give up. Never settle for just good. Be great. Be the best. Be deliberate and earnest in your actions. Be compassionate and honest. Be true to yourself. I'd like to congratulate the IB Summerlin and Bartow High School class of 2021 once again. We graduated in a year unlike any other. I can't wait to see the sensational things all of us do and the wonderful people we become. I leave you with a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson, a famous American essayist. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail.
Now please welcome the Summerlin Academy Salutatorian Zachary Mace with a GPA of 4.31.
Good afternoon. If you don't know me, I'm Zachary Mace. In 2016, my sister had the same honor of addressing her graduating classmates as salutatorian. While we may have had very many similar experiences, our class of 2021 had a much different junior and senior year. Looking back at our freshman and sophomore years, we worried about making new friends, class schedules, making varsity teams, and testing, but that all seems so small compared to the challenges we faced in the last 2 years. Our junior year started like any other. However, it ended up being anything but normal. School moved from the classroom to the living room, to the bedroom, to the kitchen table, or anywhere else that had good internet. Summerlin and Bartow even had some of the best high school spring sport teams in the state, only to have their seasons canceled and the dreams of state championship runs end without notice. But after all that online struggle and academic hardships, we still made it to our senior year relatively unscathed. When we finally escaped the isolation of online school, we were faced with many new challenges. We returned to school with our faces covered and our friends distanced, but at least we were back in the classroom, or at least our parents were grateful for that. Thankfully, our sports returned and our college visits were rescheduled, and we even have graduation in person today. Our class may not appreciate it now, but we persevered through all these hardships, just as the Summerlin motto says, "I can if I try." Now, as we move towards our futures in college, in the military, or the workforce, when things get hard and again in the future, which they will, we can always look back and remember that we are more capable than we think we are. Congratulations, class of 2021. We did it. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Kirsten Harder, Bartow High School's valedictorian with a GPA of 4.533.
Everyone expects high school to be what it's like in the movies, but as we all know, it's not. Despite the ill-conceived notion that movies have created of high school, we still seem to watch them. Why? For the story. The writing of every movie is what gets people to fill up the audience. That beginning, the middle, the end. Now, just like the movies about high school end when they graduate, you may be thinking that this is your end, that the lights come up in your theater as soon as you walk across this stage. But this is just your beginning. Everything that you've learned in high school, whether it be math skills or those you learned in electives like digital media, construction, or medical, you will take those skills and build your future around them. That's one of the amazing things about Bartow. We have been able to discover our passions and have found a way to implement that love to whatever we want our future to look like. We are following the yellow brick road to a life our education has created for us, whether that be going off into the military, on to college, or immediately starting to build our place into the work field. Now, yes, high school may not have been all rainbows and musical acts like the beloved High School Musical, especially with the pandemic, but no matter what, we have learned to pick our heads up and go towards our dreams. All of us deserve to have our movie seen, because we all have an important message to share and an adventure to take. So, I encourage each and every one of you to go towards your dreams with a quote from one of my favorite movies, The Pursuit of Happiness. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you can't do something. If you dream, you gotta protect it. If people can't do something themselves, they wanna tell you that you can't do it. If you want something, go get it. So, as you walk across that stage, I want every one of you to smile, because the lights are dimming and your movie is just beginning.
Next, we will hear from Jacob Nakamura, valedictorian from the International Baccalaureate at Bartow High School with a GPA of 4.815.
Good afternoon, family, faculty, and fellow graduates. Before anything else, I'd like to thank all the teachers who work long, hard hours for our educations. Out of those teachers, I would especially like to thank Ms. Zalecki, the IB physics and chemistry teacher, for somehow surviving 2 classes of baboon man children, including her vagrant narcoleptic son. 4 years ago, I walked into high school with no clue what I was doing. I didn't know how high school worked, I knew barely anyone, and I was afraid that I might be the dumb kid berated by my classmates. But as time progressed, the people around me surprised me with how supportive, fun, and down-to-earth they were. My friends and I were idiots, but we were idiots together, and it was awesome. There were hard days and hard nights, often filled with long, tiresome hours of work. It was a hard adjustment which never really became easy, but it was ultimately worth it. For every moment of labor and boredom, there were more moments of joy, of contented company, and of laughter, especially directed towards Brian and Varun. I realize outside of B, most of you do not know Brian or Varun, and it would be advisable to keep it that way. Life was tougher than it was ever before, but I was happy. Although some days were inevitably more strenuous than others, my friends and I always enjoyed our time together, and soon enough, I'd established a new normal. But, unfortunately, the comfort of normality comes with a catch. Privileges and blessings lose their luster and become mundane, unappreciated facts of life. As days accelerated and accumulated into weeks and months, I forgot to appreciate who and what I had, often too busy with school to do so. In my mind, adulthood was distant and obscure while childhood was forever. There would always be more time to hang out with the boys. It was only near the end of junior year that I came to the painful realization that high school was not forever, and that I only had a year left with many of those I'd grown so close to. In just a few weeks after this epiphany, spring break arrived. Unbeknownst to anyone, this was no normal break. This was the perpetual spring break of 2020. This year was special in the most derogatory way possible. Every day, our smiles were obscured by masks and the fact that no one was really smiling. In a somewhat cruel way, 2020 taught me several valuable lessons. Almost immediately after comprehending that college was real and the time I had to spend with friends was finite, quarantine and online school separated us indefinitely. By the time I remembered to appreciate what I had, it was taken away. This year taught me not to take the ordinary for granted, albeit through harsh methods. It's easy to forget how good our ordinary lives can be, and just to assume that good fortune is eternal. As easy as it may be to complain, cherish what you have, your family, your friends, your time, and your possessions. Time will end all things. We never know when, but only eventually. Through retrospection of my time at IB, I've come across something perhaps equally valuable. The vast majority of things I specifically remember are moments my friends and I shared. The countless nights of work, painstaking in the moment, really just became brief and vague in memory. When I think of high school, I instead look back fondly on the ludicrous things we did. I remember Brian slicing bananas with a tennis racket, adopting Grog, the petrified frog corpse, as a class pet, a bunch of chemistry and physics incidents, a bunch of things involving Caden that I can't say in the speech, and, of course, Sam falling through the window. My memory of high school is primarily shaped by my favorite memories, or as one may call many of them, Miss Lewecki's least favorite memories. With some reflection, I came to realize the equal and opposite importance of both diligence and relaxation. Working passionately to the best of your ability is pivotal to achieving one's aspirations, but if you lose yourself in ambition at the cost of priceless relationships, was there really much of a point? What is success if you have nobody to celebrate it with? I've learned that it's not only valuable but fun to not take yourself too seriously. You have one life to live, so live it alongside those you love and appreciate. The moments you spend with them will fly by, but in memory they will constitute and saturate a long, satisfied life lived to the fullest. That doesn't mean to blindly pursue hedonism, rather to achieve balance. Seek success and do so diligently, but remember to be human. Joy is best shared. Before I finally shut up and leave, I'd like to reemphasize my thankfulness for the teachers, families, and friends who have been part of this journey. It's surreal and almost frightening moving on to this new era of our lives. We're big boys and girls now, and we're inheriting the world. Good luck to you all, and congratulations. And to my friends at IB, once again, thank you. I can't express how much you all mean to me, and without you guys, I don't know who or where I would be. I'm really going to miss you all.
And finally, the Summerlin Academy Valedictorian, Jessica Pittman, with a GPA of 4.486.
Congratulations, class of 2021. We made it to the end. Woo! For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jessica. I'm extremely proud of all of us for making it this far. Now, I know we all know what senioritis is, and if I'm being honest, I didn't believe it was real until this year. And let me tell you, it's real. As a wise Michael Scott once said, how the turntables, because now here I was having senioritis even though I thought I wouldn't. At that point, I was so excited to graduate, but now here I am wishing there was more time before it was time to start adulting. Now, just because graduation is the end to a large part of our lives, it is the beginning to a bigger journey we will all be going on. It is time to take our future into our own hands and make our dreams come true. High school has helped me grow in so many ways. Well, I mean, except physically. I've been 5'2" for all 4 years. However, my freshman self would have never seen me up here giving a speech to so many people. I finally gained confidence and realized that talking up here isn't that bad. Yeah, it is. High school helped me see my true potential and that no matter what, I can overcome challenges if I put my mind to it. I was also able to notice that in the future, none of us will remember someone for their grades or their popularity or even what sports teams they were on, but by the kind of person they were and the kind of relationships they had with people. So as you guys look back on the memories you have of high school, I hope most of you can say you made a lasting impression on the people you knew here. With all this being said, I wouldn't be here today without the constant support of my parents, Judy and Roger Pittman. They pushed me to keep striving for the goals that I set for myself and helped me any way they could to make sure I was able to pursue my dreams. And I'm so thankful for them, my awesome teachers, and everyone else who supported me throughout my high school career. Congratulations again to all of us. We're out.
Thank you all for the wonderful speeches. At this time, we would like to introduce our class of 2021 graduates. Those students that were not able to be with us today will be recognized at the end of the program by honor level designation.
Kirsten Harder. You okay? Cameron Cribbs. Wade Bodie. Nathan Register. Cassie Waters. Miranda Versabel. Cody Waters. Eduardo Lopez. Jeremy Carabala. Madison Norris. Jadelle Hernandez. Brooke Boyd. Sarah Spires. Gabrielle Garcia. Kaylee Hebb. Daniel Chicas. Annabelle Joyner, Tiona McGee, Edgar Benavidez, Kaylee Coyle, Taylor Sims, Delicia White, Jillian Hendrick, Daniel French, Mackenzie Boatfield, Jacqueline Roque, Jackie Miguel, Jocelyn Bardell, Jada Davis, Garrett Jeffers, Michaela Guy, Yasmin Larios, Jennifer Ortiz, Hunter Roberts, Taylor King, Adriana Velasquez, Ashley Swihart, Abigail Pitney, Angelique Guy, Jaden Briones, Adrian Green, Autumn Martin, Elijah Brown, Emily Geis, Julia Bailey, Anna Romero, Danielle Harbin, Connor Bauer, Dalen Williams, Samuel Forrest. Wait. Thank you. Kaylee Geatley, Chloe Maxwell, Birdie White, Tyrone Smith, Kaylee Hayes, Macy Merritt, Jordan Lloyd, Harris Anwar, Alyssa Williamson, Ella Manley, Kaylee Barber, Ashley Verghese, Joseph Dominguez, Nicholas Spade, Tyler Stinson, Kevin Wynn, David Bravo, and Alicia Green. Paris Frazier. Brian Franco. Cabrian Allen. Kaylee Harvey. Christian Harrison. Matthew Deldon. Sheila Farmarsifar. Jasmine Burden. Jameson Byerly. Marisol Cuiarte. Annika Bauer. Jessica Harrison. Jenna Wilkinson. Lucas LaForest. James Stinson. Juliana Joyner. Carla Martinez. Angelica Balo. Aaliyah Dasher. Kylie Holder. Natasha Marrero. Gabriella Huron. Maritza Macedo. Brianna Hatfield. Beverly Greer. Jatori Bickers. Kennedy Barber. Juliana Garza. Dalton Ogilvy. Fatima Velasquez. Emma Mescunas. Walter Clayton. Emily Perez. Hold on one second. Cheyenne Thomas. Caleb Gibson. Derek Floyd. Alexander Mann. Michael Elajek. Faith Shannon. Logan Francoeur. Autumn Fussell. Dawson Padula. George Lopez. Javon Randolph. Cassidy Sharp. Ashton Grabowski. Daisy Novak. Christian Rasmussen. Leslie Pena. Milton Ayala. Jada Robinson. Amaya Miller. Grace Lee Quiones Pacheco. Zachary Cumming. Ashanti Wilson. Josiah McPlatt. Tony Walker. Danielle Sharp. Jonathan Vestine.
Do you have your card? Jacob Nakamura. Aryan Samir the Duke. Kevin Chin. Lucas Vivas. Grace Ann Susan Winnie. Tess Alexandra Landreth. Vraj Maniskumar Patel. Muhammad Muntazir Jabber. Abel Matthew Abraham. Angel Gabriel Miranda Acosta. Megan Ritter. Haodong Brian Zhu. Matthew Benjamin Snowball. Varun Singh. Logan Foster Altvater. Augustia Mittal. Jonathan Russell Jones. Angeli Chavez. Christine Ann Thomas. Kosha Jayendra Abadaya. Zoe Amanda Parker. Adara Shea Harris. Nabiha Iqbal. William Loyal Holton. Joshua Flores. Cole Hunter Miller. Haley Andrea Creel. Ifama Chinomso Ihaini Okaihalam. Caden J. Spunk. Sarah Isabel Galindo. Jessica Andrea Loaiza. Daniel Guy Scott. Stephanie Valeri. Isabella Catherine Grace Cyrus. Parker Riley Jane. Alex Michael Meeks. Hannah Marie Thomas. Logan Michael Duncan. Sasha Ann Abraham. Hannah Grace Collinger. Cameron Page Baker. George Andrade Nieves. Caden O'Neill Heath. Molly Bimalkumar Trivedi. Ayandre Jordan Palmer. Damon Frost Brown.
Jessica Lynn Pittman. I need to give that back to her. It's got a sticker on it. Zachary Jean Mace. Emily Alexandra Rauscher. Kayla Bartow. Landon Michael Hopper. Brendan Shane Dorman. Stuart LaAnthony Parker. Elizabeth Harley Haywood. Francisco Javier Teodoro. Arista Gail Albritton. Hannah Louise Knight. Nicandro Wences. Sarah Renee Williams. Gloria Marexel Sarmiento. Arcadius Mickler. Savannah Caden Psalm. Grant Wesley Weatherford. Kaylee Nicole Surency. Brady Thomas Edenfield. Eric Daniel Morales Bartola. Bennett Thomas Clark. Karomi Kanoshka Malave. Turth Ashish Shaw. Trent Austin Evans. Jada Diana Martinez. Nathan Christopher Parker. Cheyenne Cadence Holmes. Daniel Jose Rodriguez. Cadence Lee Gonzalez. Giselle Yalitza Sanchez. Mark Mori Acosta. Madison Grace Meacham. Ayana Delise Reddick. Hunter Wade Lanning. Estella Lucas. Luis Andrade. Dylan Michael Angelo. Alexandra Ars Rivera. Ishmael Arsenal Caravaca. Marabella Bahina. Edwin Campazano. Paola Marie Chavero. Travis Gray Davis. Bryce Anthony Fitzgerald. Trinity Tova Fury. Jasmine Jade Gonzalez. Yes, you are. Kayla Leslie Green. Stephen Willoughby. Dolce Gutierrez. Madison Reed Haney. Emily Lynn Hughes. Jonathan Isidro. Araya Ashal James. Dexter Sean Jenkins. Angel Emmanuel Martinez. Daniel Stephen Matlick. Michael Luis Matos. Mia Nicole McCann. Joe Claudio Mendoza. Cheyenne Storm Mizell. Kenny Mondesir. Jonathan Michael Palm. Jared Keith Petrie. Stephen Jared Rusick. Mariana Sanchez. Andrew Michael Santiago. Timothy Joseph Summers. Zarin Tyler Stunkard. Alondra Torres. Alexa Yamilet Uribe. Kevin Vasquez. Isaiah Jude Widget. Mackenzie Ray Widget. Jonathan Ashton Wills. Timothy Allen Bonifay. Niall Ortiz.
Chantal Alvarez. Marshall Altamirano. Brandon Ballantyne. Alexis Barreto. Leon Bell. Maurice Bell. Marcus Benavidez. Doha Benfadil. Jordan Bennett. Emily Blackwelder. Austin Breeden. Darren Barretton. David Browder. Xavier Brown. Stephanie Burke. Zoe Ramos. Caleb Carnley. Andres Castro. Vanessa Caddy. Hezekiah Clark. Amarion Cook. Terrell Covington. Raiden Cox. Jordan Kraft. Darielle Davis. Terrence Davis, Jr. Blake Denmark. Edgar Ramos. Silas Doku. Donisha Iez. Ryan Albert. Jonte Fielder. Tyrone Ford. Amarion Frazier. Jacob Freeman. Elijah Garcia. Elena Gonzalez. Isabella Gonzalez. Maya Gossett. Demetria Graydon. Melanie Guzman. Alyssa Hall. Ashlyn Hall. Tiona Hall. Taylor Ham. Shania Harris. Emily Hendricks. Luis Hernandez. Alicia Hoffman. Serena Holder. Joshua Holder. Gabrielle Islas. Sophia Castillo. Aaliyah Johnson. Michaela Johnson. Tavion Jones. Sean Karshner. Dylan King. Kara Lang. Julian LaQuinte. Stephen Lewis. Elijah Long. Takaya Lewis. Joel Micas. Jesse Maynard. David Marin. Brandon Martell. Veda May. Nakaya McLean. Larry McCutcheon. Quantavious McClendon. Sakiria Melton. Clay Mendez. Oswin Tavera. Daniel Michael. Jairo Ramirez. Micaiah Moment. Brianna Monroe. Carlos Morales. Vontrice Nelson. Jalea Nesbitt. Zoe Parker. Angelita Patterson. Caitlin Flyger. Chasten Paelli. Paige Plaza. Alondra Points. Chad Price. Rudy Lopez. Diego Hernandez. Kelsey Redamar. Yaneli Osorio. Chase Rose. Henry Roslow. Evan Thompson. Desarian Tolley. Adrian Vaughn. Evelyn De Leon. Ian Lewis Irizarry. Morgan Russian. Aaron Say. Connor Seeger. Parker Lee. Joseph Schaefer. Zanaya Sims. Benjamin Smith. Ade Thames. Crystal Vincent. Jakira Ward. Joshua Washington. Jonathan Weathers. Robert White. Azarius Williams. Deontay Williams. Nathaniel Williams. Brandon Willis. Ramon Wilson. John Wyant. Tyler Yates. Alejandro Zelaya. Devashir Manju. Jonathan Jackson. Elignitum Medina. Kenneth Kling. Kaylee Mullins. Dathan Davis. Alexandra Salinas. Eleni Clark. Alex Vigo. Bryson Royer. Nayetta Smith. Fernando Ramirez. Logan Connors. Dakota Prentice. Udeski Cruz. Annabelle Caddy. Malcolm Dewberry. Ashanti Feliciano.
Anthony Javier Diaz Ortega.
And now for the students that could not be with us this evening: Nayada Roque, Christian Nesbeth, Samuel Laredo, Gabriela Huron, Alejandro Madrano, Ikea Burley, Robert Costa, Sierra Rigo, Diego Hernandez, Savannah Rigo, Damian Patterson, Isabel Salinas, Lathan Strickland.
We would like to invite our superintendent to join us at the podium. I'm going to go off script for just a moment. Let's give Superintendent Byrd a round of applause. Mrs. Byrd, we are proud to present to you the Bartow High School International Baccalaureate at Bartow High and Summerlin Academy class of 2021. Each student has completed all requirements as prescribed by the Polk County School Board and the state of Florida and is hereby entitled to receive a high school diploma.
By the authority vested in me by the state of Florida and the Polk County School Board, I pronounce upon those of you who have completed the necessary requirements, graduates of the Polk County school system, and bestow upon each of you all the rights and privileges thereto. Congratulations to the class of 2021!
Bartow High School, International Baccalaureate at Bartow, and Summerlin Academy, class of 2021. Move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise and join us in singing our alma mater? If you don't know the words, please refer to the back of your program.
You know what? Here, come on, we'll do it together.
Okay.
We'll do it together.
Graduates, congratulations and best wishes for a successful future, and may God bless you all. Families, please remain standing as the class of 2021 exits the RP Funding Center and then make your way outside to meet your graduates. Congratulations, class of 2021.